Wagwan guys, it's your favorite boy here. You already know. I'm your host. I remain your humble host, TK. So glad to be back here on your speakers, just giving you 100% unfiltered opinions about everything that's going on as in our lives as youth. After a short break, I was away for a while. I'm back again and I'm so excited about it to, bring you guys more amazing content, And today I have a very wonderful guest here with me to discuss something that I'm sure is a topic or a detail that every youth should, have. Like, we're just going to be sharing tips on our lives as youths in Nigeria because this country is not really easy for us. So I'm going to introduce my guests here. I have a wonderful man here with me. You be this single safe. Why you say don't do it? Anyway, I have my good friend here. I call him Black, and he's a wonderful person. I'm just going to give you 1 minute to say something about yourself, my brother.
My name is Black. I'm a wonderful person.
Don't be lie. Don't be lie. So today we're going to be discussing personal finance tips. So we're going to be discussing personal finance tips and financial literacy. I sure say you don't really get idea about why I pick you for this particular.
I value now.
so it's just that we'll just discuss, we'll just get our concern. It's no big deal, it's just a random conversation. Yeah, we'll just go with it. So to get started, let's talk about something. You get one tweet I see for tweet recently. People will ask you if you get 40 million, if you study in Nigeria or you travel out. My fair hear your own opinion.
Depending on how you get the 40 million.
Bro, how you get money don't really matter.
It matter.
Why?
Like if I do business, get 40 million, there's a tendency for me to do that same business again, I get 40 million. Do you understand? If I get 40 million, that's probably inheritance.
Yes.
How many inheritance do you get? Only one.
Don't be that.
You get the money?
Yeah.
So how you get the money is important. If it's a one-off payment, I don't really think being in Nigeria, if you don't have anything doing or if you don't have steady cash flow or maybe a deal, like something going on the side, it's not a good idea to stay. Just use the money, move. At all, wherever you do, like if you come out this country, wherever you do, opportunities there for you.
But if you pull out 40 million for things for Nigeria, you feel...
40 million for you. Current inflation. And it's naira.
Naira now with you.
Tomorrow, I don't feel like hit like, do you get? Like, you're like, we have like the most volatile currency right now. Yeah. So I can't even advise somebody. If I get 40 million, first of all, I'll convert them to dollars. First things first. Make I
clarity you want to do
stability. Then from there, I'll come make my decision. Personally, I will leave the country. Again, if it's an inheritance. But if not, do why clue.
Well, if not, it's 40 bet.
If not, 40 bets.
You just 40 million. Supposed to be 40 million.
Come on, too. I swear, think about it. It's to live.
But 40 million, if you put things in place when we give you money with 40 million.
Now, I think everybody they think you get.
But
business is not like that. When you invest 40 million, except you invest the entirety of the money into something or somebody.
You're the chop as you invest.
And the stock, whatever you put your money into, stock, business, whatever, you cannot project how it's going to go. It can go up or it can come down. Yeah. It's the normal, there are only two movements in business, up and down. You get. It might go up, but it might not give you the same revenue you wanted. People invest money maybe in 2022, hoping that by 2024 they could get the money. Yes, the money might have gone from 20 million to 40 million. But inflation would have brought the money back to that.
That's the value now. Right. That's the value. Not be like that. So you personally, you travel out.
I advise everybody when they travel out.
So, anyway, Misha, I think say, I don't know. If you get 40 million for one, say, maybe, like I said, it's 40 bets. Because I don't know where you want to see 40 million again.
Yeah, as you get.
In your 20s. So, travel out to.
Look it.
Not be like it's good, it's good. Anyway, we want to hear your opinion, guys. So, join in on the conversation in the comment section. Just leave a comment. Let me know how you guys are feeling. If you have 40 million, what would you do? I don't know how you're going to get your own 40 million share, but if you have 40 million pass your accounts, what will you do? Are you traveling out or you're going to stay in Nigeria? So when you were talking earlier, you said something about investing. So let's talk about investing, like, because the majority of our listeners, young teens, young Nigerians, young youths in their like early 20s to like, mid 20s, late 20s, I don't know.
Okay.
So let's talk about what investing means to you.
Okay. Maybe I'll start from financial literacy.
Okay. Yeah.
I was talking about something today when I said like financial literacy is like, it's a school, but you're going to look at it from primary 1 to primary 2 to primary 3 to primary 4.
Yeah.
This topic it's not boring, but it's triggering. As a person, when a person want to talk about money,
I did feel
because if you open your mouth and talk about your money, you go look very stupid. The way you spend your money. It's true now. The way you spend your money, like, you look very, very stupid.
You don't want to, I can't tell myself recent, like, since like my last days for uni, I can't tell myself, say, I'm not maybe bad spend, but the money I don't get value. Like, because if you look at it concisely, like, look at it very well, you will see and say, you're not actually spending much, but the value, now your basic needs, because you're not living lavishly.
Yeah.
It's just like your basic needs, your data, your fuel, like your basic, but in the long run, you constantly say, actually they spend money, but you're not living lavish. They live large.
But make I shock you now.
Okay. Shock me, man.
Shock me, your basic spending is not what is taking your money.
Wait, man.
Make I shock you.
Yeah.
See, your basic spending is not what is taking your money. You get, if you're losing money, if you feel that, like, they get hemorrhage in terms of your finances, look at it very well.
Let him be hemorrhage. You just speak big English.
Like, they bleed cash.
Okay.
You get money, they come in, they go out, they come in, they go out. The normal excuse you're going to give yourself is that I'm just getting my basics.
Yeah.
But if you really, that's why, like, the first step, if you really want to change your financial life, the first step, which is the hardest step, is to look at your finances. Look at your last 30 days expenditure. Like, if you draft out, like, if you go your bank history now, just pull out your 30 days expenditure, write out those expenditure, classify them into your basic need, your food, your transport, your clothing. You go see, maybe just half of that money was spent on your basic needs. So maybe there are half.
If you say that half of the money go don't enter those basic needs.
Only half. Just try them.
Yeah.
You get, you go see, say, there are half enter into, make I just buy this, make I just do this, make I just do that, make I just do this, before you know half of the money. And it's coming in like, in 2Ks and 3Ks.
But those things are necessary. Like, what do you know if you do without?
Well, if you do without them,
how you want to do without them?
How about now? Anything will be your basic need if you do without that.
Okay.
Do you get?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that your life should be robotic in the sense.
You just do your basic
needs. Your basic need, you know, go live. That's the reason why I always advocate for savings. You get? The problem with our generation generally is competition there for everything. You get? And your finance.
Competition, they good in somehow.
Yeah, competition is healthy. Competition is good.
Yeah.
You get? But when you start to compare yourself with somebody, do you understand? You feel like you don't, like, whatever you're doing, you're always in constant comparison. You should look up to people that are ahead of you. And one thing you guys understand, in finance, person with that ahead of you, let it be.
No,
you don't get money when you want to, you go. What if they don't give you that little money?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, there's no investment, there's nothing you're going to do now that is going to put you on the same level with Dangote.
Yes.
Some ideas you might get that might take you up. You understand? But you also have to factor in that, okay, maybe at that time, the person who you compete with, maybe you make one mistake or not. If the person there in constant movement, you can never meet that person, and it's fine. It's fine. Like, I'm not gonna lie for you, don't be broke. Okay. That was the only idea.
Yeah.
Forget about trying to catch up with people, trying to meet up with people. Be able to handle yourself. That for me is financial independence. Ability for you to pay your own bills. You are above your expenses, so you have money in your wallet. That's all. So if that thing maybe, yes, I understand, like, the ones of like wanting a house, getting a car. These are important things in the long run, and that is where you enter primary 1, which is savings. Primary 1 is savings. Primary 2 is realizing that, okay, you don't save money. You want to save more money, which means in primary 2 you have to earn more. You have to look at how to increase your income.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Before you get to primary 3, maybe investment. This is not process. When you start saving, I always say saving is addictive. If I talk saving is addictive, it sounds crazy to some people, because how can you say saving is addictive? I mean, keeping my money on one side. But one of my good friends described what I could tell you now in terms of how the kind of high you get from drugs or drinks or whatever makes you feel
that's
happy.
how saving is.
Yeah, that's how saving is. The first time you're just telling yourself, let me just get to my first 50,000, let me just get to my first 30K. When you save 10K, they're very negligible for you. You tell yourself, waiting with this.
But
do you understand? When you don't save on 5 times, you don't enter 50K. It becomes, you go first happy, you say, okay, no matter anything they go on in your life, you get 50K one side.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, you can like justify everything you're doing. Like, that's why I say, like, if you draft out these things, you have a particular amount of money you're saving, and your saving is okay. Don't bother yourself about every other expenditure where you make. As long as you're able to deliver on your savings. Do you get? As you go for that, your savings expand because nobody just your personal savings again. You guys talk about your emergencies. These ones now, primary 5 talk. Do you get it? No,
yeah, you feel.
But what I want, the most important thing about the primary 1 class, which is saving, is ability for you to let go of that money. Keep your money on one side. You can be at peace. Because the biggest problem we face as a generation, anybody we ask, if they tell you, say, oh man, I know if you save my money, 2-3 days later, my money they save me.
People they talk saying they save for rainy days.
But
storm. Serious storm they happen the next day.
The only reason why that storm they happen now because they have access to that money.
Yeah.
Piggyvest is supposed to invite me as ambassador because they always talk about their app.
Yeah,
it's one of the best app you can use. Save like your money.
But the truth is,
ability for you to know that you not touch this money, you go calm down.
When you gain it, that money is meant to save you in time of need.
Well,
it's not what saving.
You always have need. Did you get? See the idea.
And as far as you have money, the money will save you when you have.
That's why that piggyvest is not going. You know, at first you go do gara say, oh, I go collect my money. When you realize, say, if you collect the money, other solutions will come to you. That's how money is. If you get one M, you get a lot of problems surrounding that money you want to come. When that one M finish, the real problems will come up. It's how it is. You get, and the thing, my father go always talk, say money is blood. Anytime your money cuts, bro, you don't see the idea is just to get out of the trenches. That is the idea. That financial, that broke stage, that getting paid, going broke, just that cycle, that chain reaction, just garbage. Every day you talk, say, you need to earn more. In as much as yes, I agree that everybody needs to earn more. But if you're not done your financial, if you never look at how much you come in, how much you go out, you don't even realize how much you make.
Yeah.
I spoke with a lot of people. Someone that was telling me that she won't come out the business where she did. Say, they owe that money. By the time we look at her financial, she's making over 700,000 a month. How many people are making 700,000?
And she knows you realize
that. Yeah. Like from your home.
Yeah.
And when I told her, she said it's not possible. I'm not taking your money. Maybe back time as well.
Yeah.
But for me, nobody's talking about. So what do you mean where the money go? Is that then there's another thing our generation do a lot. One person will get like 9 bank accounts. 480.
Nah, they share the funds.
They will say it make them feel rich. They collect charges from 9 banks.
Not to the share the funds.
Yeah, they share the funds.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make any sense because they tax you for all this.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yeah.
And it's better to keep your money in one place. Personally, I keep my I put my money in piggyvest because it yields you income. At the end,
how many this thing you get? What's it called? Bank accounts?
Just maybe 3. OP, piggyvest, FCNB, one take.
No, that's like piggyvest and financial app.
Only bank. Maybe just FCNB.
That's only one bank.
Only one bank.
Then you use OP and piggyvest. You get one study where I see recently.
Mm.
They said at least youths from 21 to 27 use at least 4 finance apps. Like minimum 4 finance apps.
Yeah. Like sometimes we call it frustration of maybe this bank disturb you. Those thoughts that once you no longer use this, put it down. Once you no longer use this bank, the reason I'm sticking with FCNB is because it's connected to my OP. Sorry, to my piggyvest.
Yeah.
Because so if I need to withdraw, it has to go to the bank. If I don't throw that bank, it sense. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But the idea is bring your money together so that you know where your money is coming in from, going out from.
Yeah.
Then secondly, the most important thing is cultivate that saving habit. First, when you save enough money, you can now start talking about investing. If you invest 1K, I don't know how much 1K will earn.
Sporty bet. You do.
Okay,
This guy is fuck up.
okay.
You do understand sporty
Okay.
bet.
My bad.
You do understand the potential saying this sporty bet.
No, my bad. Apart from sporty bet, because sporty bet investor, you know. But sporty bet investor, now the only people will say can invest your 1K and 2K, and you go do 50-50 with your money. That's it. And every match day, you have 52 match days. If you invest 1K for every match, match day, you have like 52,000 at the end of the.
That's if you use 1K.
If you use 1K, we should go more because now 3 days span with some matches.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like some people why I know what is supposed to give them half.
How much they need?
Oh, now them see that spotty red color. Now them they paint spotty headquarters every month.
RG. So anyway, to move on. So we've spoken about what investing means to you, but you took us back to saving.
Yes.
So let's go back to saving. I need to know, what are like effective saving methods that you've employed have worked for you before?
Okay, so I tried this idea. I don't explore a lot of things in terms of saving. And
before you answer that, you must wait till pique your interest to.
I've been poor now.
No, you like.
I know. Okay. Let me.
Why is they so invested in these things?
Yeah, let me be very honest. What actually shook me to reality about saving was it's very funny because I did do business before then. I used to see money, but they get one girl I've been date then. We just talked.
Why does he have to involve again?
Look at that.
Why can't you? This story got big.
I swear. This thing is shocking because something happened. One thing happened one time. The girl come to talk about that she needs that she has a particular issue. So she's just going to pull out 80,000 from her saving. I say, yeah. I tried to go that was the first time I was hearing a student younger than myself has something like a saving. Yeah. Back then, I didn't know what to do with most of the money that came into my hands. So I just put some of them into crypto and the rest.
How old were you then? How many years did that time?
Around, it's not even been long, maybe 3 years ago.
So your interest started
yeah.
So paying conscious attention to finance.
Okay, so when she told me that, I come to ask myself, so if I just work out, just maybe poor person something or discount person property,
because
and I got to pay 50K, I don't actually have 50,000 to pay.
Yeah.
And you're saying you're earning money. To be fair to my father, my father started this whole saving stuff from when we were 5.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons why I believe in just talking, putting that information there is that, and I want you to just listen, even if you don't agree with me, just listen to me because it might not make sense to you now, but it will make sense to you later.
Yeah.
And you want to have that knowledge to fall back to when you actually wake up. Because they're not going to tell you, say, I'm going to try and be saving. I just make that 10 million. True talk, nobody of us could make 10 million one time. But a lot of us, all of us can save up to 10 million. That is it. All of us can save up to 10 million.
Well,
not all of us can be able to get a job that will pay us 1 million, 1.5, 2 million.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But if you have a different approach, you can actually get to that.
10. Yeah.
So when the girl tell me, I had to sit back. I come to analyze my life, come to ask myself, which kind of... So I've been getting another bank then. I had Zenith Bank. So I said, okay, Zenith Bank will be my save. Like I said, like they say, the next day, Saturday for I had to put. So I can't check out.
How much you saved that time?
Be like 10K.
We come for 10K before.
One thing happened. I don't forget that for school. Something happened. The pressure me go buy food item.
So it was pressure.
They said investment into exam week. And so I carry my...
It's valid, child. Look at me, they valid.
You know valid anything.
Bro, I didn't tell you, bro. The way you did chop during your exam period.
See, we buy things when no irrelevant. We buy things when irrelevant. We buy 2 cartons of Spark. Spark with it in the So these things are so I realized that, and I'm not good with cash. I'm very careless. Money they lost from my hand.
That's a problem with many.
So I don't like having money. So I realized that the only way I could make these savings work was to keep it in somewhere that I can just safe lock this money. And I know that I don't have access to this money. And my friend Gideon even gave me the idea of piggyvest.
Yeah.
I was in piggyvest before then. Yeah, I've been using piggyvest before then. Okay, so I took interest in it. Every time I make a sale, I send all my profit. If you see my piggy versus history, you see maybe 1,009 something, 5,742. So the exact profit I get, I send to my piggy vest. I just wanted to do a survey and see how much I actually made a month
from
selling stuff. Yeah, and I realized I went from 0 to 500,000 very fast. You get
with 1,721.
I don't forget who I showed this thing. I know I told someone this thing, he said it's not possible. But you can see, like, there are big money that came in, some contracts we did that came in.
Yeah.
You get, most times on all those contracts, maybe they get maybe 100, 200K. I could bring that percentage where we could just blow. Which, like, I believe in having, like, I'm an advocate for have a good time. Your life should not be robotic because you're saving.
Yeah.
But you need, that savings will save you, but not be now. Do you understand?
We'll come to that. I have a question about.
Okay, so that was it. I just stumbled on Piggyverse. I tried using it. I did a survey, and I come to ask myself, like, how long if I start this thing, like, way back?
Yeah,
I forgot the, So
my next question is this: if they save now, like we're saving, okay, we don't set our target. Okay, this is how much I want to save. Like you said, savings is. It requires a healthy competition because you set one target, you meet it, then you set the next target. My point, what's the point of saving as a whole? Because from what you're saying now, they say, might not save, may rainfall. If rainfall, might not touch that money, I don't save. So what's now the whole point of having that money there? Because if it's not going to save me, like, what's now the point of saving it?
Okay, see, the concept of saving is, it goes back to the foundation of financial freedom. Let's even define money. Money is security.
Yeah.
You get security from what? Security from, hunger, from going naked, from not having a home, which is constant. Do you understand? So the idea, the concept of to get financially free, which is a fact. People say you need to get a job, but that's not true. I don't say men don't get a job.
To be financially free.
To be financially free, you don't need a job. To be financially free, you need to have money that can run your life for 25 years. Your day-to-day expenditure.
If that's the definition of being financial, so many people are actually...
That's why people leave, after they leave work, you go ask the person they struggle. That's why when people retire, they go refuse to go back home. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It comes back to that. We don't have financial, nobody educates anybody on this. We teach us biology and chemistry and reproduction and nonsense.
You will get one. There was one episode we released on time. We're talking about the cost of education.
Yeah.
Like, is the whole educational system, because we'll fight through minimum of 18 to 20 years in school, like from when you start KG1 to when you finish level 400, 500, whatever. But that just takes you out from what's it called? Illiteracy. Yeah. But it doesn't build you for financial life. Like, it doesn't bring you out from poverty.
Yeah.
So, we're talking about the concept. Is it really worth it? Let me just ask you now.
Okay, so the most important thing you have to understand when you say education, education and schooling are not the same thing.
Okay.
Going to school doesn't mean being educated.
Yeah.
You get. Education is something you have to search. It doesn't necessarily mean that you went to school. School is to teach you how to find clues. Do you understand? Like,
for
the idea of
20 years.
Yes.
You teach me how to find clues for 20 years.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
How to find clues of this?
They're not teaching you how to think. That is what they are doing for you. There's nothing else.
There's so much now. If that's what we're spending 20 years.
Yes, now, because if you finish medicine, they're supposed to make you surgeon. But you go kill a person there.
Yeah.
That's the truth. If you come out from law school, they're supposed to give you a high profile case. Because you've gone to school, they've taught you everything you need to know in law.
Wow.
So there's a very vast there's a flaw in the educational system, obviously.
A big flaw.
Very big flaw. And it's very expensive. That's what is money.
Exactly. It's too expensive.
For you to just teach me how to think.
For 20 years.
And what I'm going to say now is not to discourage young people from going to you.
Exactly.
But university is also one of the most unimportant education spaces. I swear to God.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
We need to study the Jewish people. If I know something, if I'm someone's father, like if I sabi this, if I'm a banker now, and they give seminar maybe on savings or something, my side is not going to study banking.
Yeah.
Because everything he needs to know, I'll teach him. Every single thing he needs to. So I should be the first to certify my son.
So you know, put your picking through that school process, or you put through.
I just put them through school process because of the development, not for education.
Yeah.
Get how to cope with people, how to deal with people, how to achieve tasks, to get how to exist among people, how to deal with adversity. That is the other side of school that is not, cognitive.
Yeah.
That is usually undermine it. They will give scholarship because person sabi people. In fact, if you look at it, A students, they work for C students. In their real life.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and B students work for the government. So the only thing C students don't already know, you don't zero in mind to say employment building for them.
Yes.
So all you have to be is thinking outside the box. And that is like I said, that's what school does for you. They just teach you how to think. So you're thinking outside the box that I hope no day for me to come compete with A students for work. So why don't I create something? A skill, a service, something, a business
now.
And then when the business grows, they come bring in the A students to manage. And let them submit the book now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So these are like that's for the education part.
Okay, so so I want to ask you this as well. I think that we've spent too much time talking about savings.
Okay.
So you said primary 1. We don't finish with primary 1.
That's savings, yeah.
Primary 2 is
earning more.
Yeah, you said need to increase.
Okay. So when you go into savings, you get, like I said, you get to 50K. That is your first milestone. Everybody's first milestone.
Yeah.
You hit 50K or 100K, depending on your level, your financial level.
Yeah.
You hit 100K, then you're very happy. Yeah, euphoria and everything. When you get 150K, we'll get joy. When you hit 200K, we'll get joy. Your next target is 500K.
Yeah, because if it's more day for you to achieve.
You get the point.
It's more to achieve,
So it's addictive. You find yourself pushing yourself. You want to get more. You want to do more. But if you don't expand the money that comes in, the process, how long is going to take you to get to 500K is going to be longer.
Yeah.
So what saving does for you is to tell you that, okay, this is where you are financially. This is your class.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to enter this further class, if you want us to get this money faster, all you have to do is earn more, get more income. Because when you start saving, you see that slowly you start reducing excesses because you want to push more into your savings. But you get points where you go reach, if you reduce any more,
you
get your needs are your needs, and you must respond to them. Because if you don't respond to them, a savings is useless. There's no need having a savings and then going hungry. You go die. I think next of kin will use your money.
Because now, when you ask me, the previous question I asked you was, what's the point of having a savings if the savings cannot save you? Let's say you never answer.
Okay.
Before we come to debate, go.
Okay. The idea of saving, like I said, is about financial freedom. Okay. So all we're trying to do with savings is to get your savings up to a point where we cannot invest that money. It's going to get us more. So if you're supposed to work for 40 years, all right, what you're doing with your savings is to reduce the amount of years you actually need to work, maybe to like 10 years.
So savings is for me I'm saving to invest.
Yeah. And
not to save.
Not to save yourself.
Yeah.
You're saving to save yourself like in the future.
But so your immediate problem.
Storm. Urgent care.
Immediate storm.
Oh, yeah, you got sorted there because
you're saving them for your immediate storm.
It's not for your immediate storm.
That's good. So let me also know that what are some personal saving methods that you've used before to save money personally? You already mentioned piggyvest that your profits you were putting it. So tell me more of that. Personal saving methods that you've employed for.
Okay, so there are a lot of ways you can go about your savings. First of all, you need to save lock your money. Your savings must be locked. You must realize that you don't have access to this money. Piggyvest feel pity for you. Career-wise, will not pity for you. Once you put your money is there. You're going to wait till the duration long. These are two apps. Piggyvest for career-wise. Use one of them. You get to lock your money. It's going to change your mentality. The moment you realize that your money doesn't leave, no matter what you do, this money is not coming out. You start thinking outside that money you're saving.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, the interesting thing about savings is the journey. It's not about how much you're saving, but you guys look at how much you're saving because that's what is going to ginger you to put more. So it's to build yourself up to have discipline. Okay. Then if you go out, if you know day there, stop rolling with the big boys when you're the big boy. Do you understand? So my dad always talks back then when in day school. Say, you go for a lot of parties to get. But you go target one party where they far. Start to plan towards that. When he do, like when that party comes, he will spend big.
You can't be like, say,
You get that?
in our own,
You understand? So like life is strategy. You have to understand your level. You get play, on your, like I said, it's a competition of you and yourself. You don't let another person influence you. You know if you afford to chop food like in a restaurant like 4 or 5 times, you dey do it because all your friends did one.
Yeah.
Make yourself cast. You get me, they call you, talk to something happen, this will happen. They go tell you, say, one day you will get to the point where you can actually afford those things.
Yeah.
You get, and that's the goal. The point where you can make emergency expenditures and these things doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. So I want us to talk about investing.
Okay.
But I think with time constraints is because the issue we're having. So we're going to wrap this up, then we'll go again.
Okay.
So till our next episode, we're going to be talking about investing, because we've spoken about savings. We've spoken a bit on increasing earning as well. So we won't go proprietary now. So we want to go into proprietary, and I feel like it's going to be quite elaborate. So we're going to push that to the next episode. But before we wrap this episode up, I'm going to give you 1 minute to just, say anything once.
Okay, so it's very boring to talk about savings. It's very boring. It's a journey that people tell you. Like, when people talk about savings generally, or people trying to advise young people on savings, they get very defensive, like I said. But I want you to understand that this is your get out of jail card. This is your get out of, like, you're leaving the trenches for real. If you get this right, you're never going to be poor again. Never, like, you go move away from the concept of like being broke. Not to brag about, but I can never remember the last time I was in a situation and I'm considering like, where I could get 10K from, or where I could get 20K from. You get it.
Like you need to source for it.
Yeah, and it gives you this peace of mind. You know that you can afford. The only thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get problem that is going to take away that money, but you can afford it. That's like a big flex.
Yeah.
You get so as a young person, and the earlier you enter this journey, the better for you.
Yeah.
If you enter at 18, before you're 24, 25, or 26, you know your level, you built your money. If you don't even enter primary 5 by then in terms of this financial class, you understand? The sky is your limit. You go on vacations. You understand? Like, I cannot afford to go on vacations now, but if you start earlier than me, you can actually afford to go for vacations. And it's not going to affect your money. It's not going to affect your savings. You come back and you continue. True. You understand? So I think it's something I think everybody should really look into, as boring as it is.
True. Because people don't like talk about money.
Yeah, people like I said, people don't like talking about money.
But so guys, it's been a good time for today. I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here to listen to us, to hear our voice, hear our 2 cents. By just putting out honest opinions and lifestyles, youths, because this money matter with the talk going on. It's very deep. It's very deep. So thank you on our next episode, we'll be talking about investing. So make sure that you are there. Don't miss it. You know where to find us. 6 p.m. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you may be listening on. And thank you guys so much. Tune in on the conversation. Let us know what you think about everything we've said so far. And love you guys. Until next time. Bye for now.